California wildfires have become a defining feature of the state's landscape, with increasing frequency and severity over the past few decades. These wildfires are influenced by a complex interplay of climate change, historical land management, human activity, and natural weather patterns. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts, driven by climate change, have dried out vegetation, creating an environment primed for catastrophic fires. Alternating periods of heavy rainfall and extreme dry spells, known as hydroclimate volatility, contribute to rapid vegetation growth followed by drying, leaving vast amounts of flammable material. Seasonal Santa Ana winds, which can reach speeds of 100 miles per hour, further exacerbate the problem by rapidly spreading fires. Human activities play a significant role in the wildfire crisis. Urban expansion into wildland areas has increased the likelihood of human-induced fires, whether accidental or intentional. Decades of aggressive fire suppression policies aimed at protecting property have left forests overloaded with combustible materials as natural fires that historically cleared undergrowth were prevented. This accumulation of dry fuel has created conditions ripe for catastrophic blazes. The urgency of the crisis is underscored by recent record-breaking wildfire activity. The 2024 wildfire season burned over 1 million acres across 8,024 fires, with the number of fires exceeding the 5-year average. In January 2025, unseasonal Southern California wildfires fueled by extreme drought and intensified by strong Santa Ana winds caused unprecedented destruction, with economic losses ranging between $135 billion and $150 billion. This devastation reflects not only the loss of property, but also cascading economic effects on local businesses, infrastructure, and public services. Beyond the immediate destruction, the impacts of wildfires are far-reaching. Public health is at significant risk, as wildfire smoke contains fine particulate matter that causes respiratory and cardiovascular issues, particularly among vulnerable populations. The January 2025 fires alone resulted in numerous injuries and at least 11 fatalities. The environmental toll is severe, contributing to deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and increased carbon emissions, which exacerbate climate change and create a vicious cycle that fuels more wildfires. Additionally, California faces an insurance crisis, as many insurers have withdrawn from high-risk areas, leaving homeowners without options and amplifying financial strain on communities. Addressing California's wildfire crisis requires a multifaceted approach. Climate mitigation is critical, including efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and curb the root causes of rising temperatures and prolonged droughts. Improved forest management practices, such as controlled burns and mechanical thinning, are essential to reducing the abundance of combustible materials in forests. Urban planning must evolve to minimize fire risks in vulnerable areas, with stronger building codes and strategic development. Community preparedness also plays a vital role, requiring investments in early warning systems, evacuation planning, and public education to reduce the human and economic toll of future fires. The data and recent events make it clear that California's wildfires are not merely a natural disaster, but a complex challenge requiring immediate and comprehensive action. By addressing the root causes and implementing effective prevention and preparedness measures, it is possible to mitigate the devastating impacts of wildfires and protect both communities and ecosystems for the future.